guys, what's up and welcome to Laura's channel. I now have a cardboard cutout of myself and I don't hate it. My hair is being so crazy today and there's nothing I can do about it, okay? It just took a vacation to Bora Bora and now it wants to misbehave. I don't know what to do about it. Today's video, I went to CVS actually and picked up a bunch of new products. You want to know something really cool about the CVS I go to? The one I go to in LA, a subscriber of mine works the makeup section and it's really cool because every time I see her, we are like, hey girl, how's life? What's going on? It's just so cool, like a Larly, and we just like talk and chat about makeup every time I get to go there. It's honestly kind of like a pleasure. I'm like, oh, there's my girl. Anyways, I went to CVS and there was so much new makeup. Actually, I have to admit, I'm going to use this really beautiful palette I found at Ulta. This one I found at Ulta, not CVS, but a few things I found at Ulta is new drugstore makeup, and I think it's just time that we do our first impressions with drugstore makeup. We haven't done that in a minute on my channel, so I wanted to do that and share with you my thoughts. There'll probably be some hits and misses because I have some different items in the mix, but yeah, I'm really excited to test out these products. I hope you're excited to see about them. And I need this water. How old is this? Before we get started, let's go ahead and sing a little jingle. Be sure and subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to this channel before you leave. Subscribe and like this video.
And we'll go ahead and jump right into the video. All joking aside, the hair is going up. I'm actually gonna have to put a little bit of moisture on my skin really quick. Oh, she's dry. Put on a little serum hydration. Ugh. And I have a zit. It literally, whenever I was filming videos before I left, I had a zit like up here, right there, and then it just migrated right on down. So that's great. I'm really excited about that. Let's go ahead and get started. I have to admit this product isn't new, but there weren't really any new drugstore primers, so I thought I would try one I've never tried before on my channel, and we would experience it together. If you have any thoughts on this, I'm trying to open it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. This is the Honey Do Me Up by NYX Cosmetics, and it has golden flakes in it, and it reminds me a little bit of the YSL one with the golden flakes, which I love that primer a lot. It even has a little spatula in there. Ooh, yeah. It definitely feels more serum-like. Oh my god, look, it's like stringing everywhere. Why is this probably not a facial primer? It's like very gooey. It's very gooey. It feels like I'm putting snot on my skin, but I'm not mad at that. It smells nice. Okay, so that was that. I don't know what I just put on my face. I didn't have a new foundation to try. You guys are just going to slap me through the camera. I'm going to use one of my favorite drugstore foundations. This is the Milani Perfect and Conceal shade number 5. I'm just going to use this on my skin today. I have my mirror over here. We need to move it over. I'm going to take none other than the Y6 from Morphe brushes to blend out my foundation. You guys know this is my favorite foundation brush, and it's finally back in stock on Morphe's website. I'm like, oh my gosh, the wait was long, and you guys are just going to sell it out again. But just to let you know, it is back in stock, and just to also let you know, this color is too light for my skin now. Cool, we're going to switch to shade 7 Sand. Notice my face is a little bit lighter, though, than my body, and that's because I use so much sunscreen. Even though my face still got some sun, but I still love the sunscreen. Oh, that zit on my forehead, it hurts so bad. Like every time the brush touches it, I just want to scream. It's like one of those really painful under the skin zits. That might be TMI for some people who are like, okay, we don't need to hear all the details, but you know, I'm gonna give it to you. If I get a zit, it's like, you know, it's gonna be like the most painful under the skin thing that lasts a week. Like it can't just be like a little blemish that pops up and runs away. Like it's gonna be here to stay for a minute. So we have our foundation on, and next for concealer, the Kooky Cosmetics. This is kind of a new up and coming drugstore brand, and this is Be Bright. I actually think I found this one at Ulta as well. I have the shade Golden Tan, which is why is it looks so light. Yeah, like golden tan, but I was like, no, I think, because normally I wear a shade light in concealers to highlight as well as conceal, but I was like looking at the bottle, I was like, I'm gonna do golden tan. Hurts. We're gonna go ahead and highlight, and I normally just use my Y6 to blend out the cream product as well. It just does a good job of moving around the cream product. This Y6 is filthy, but that's okay. And let me tell you a little tea on this Kooky Cosmetics. This looks so pretty on the skin. Not only that, I tested this out whenever I was filming with Tati, and she was like, this is really good. So I tested it out and I kind of live for it. So I'm excited to be trying it out on my own channel. And it is, I know that was like a month ago or so, but it is just really beautiful and I'm digging it. So I'm going to try out the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have shade Light 15 right here. Really excited about this. I feel like the Drugstore has so many slim pickings whenever it comes to a good loose powder that doesn't flash back. It's not too translucent-y. However, this one's looking a little tan. I might be using the shade Fair. Oh, that's dark, girl. Light? Where? Who? Luckily, I picked up the shade Fair as well. So I have the powder in here. I'm just going to take a beauty blender and get some on there. And then I'm going to press it. Actually, we'll bake today. I don't always bake. I more so just like apply powder. Sometimes baking can be a little bit heavy, you know, improv baking. And normally what I've been doing lately is while my skin is baking, I'll actually go ahead and apply my bronzer because this area is still ready for powder to apply. And that way the baking can be setting there. It's just a little tip to get your makeup done faster. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronze Waterproof Bronzing Powder. And these are super affordable. I haven't really tried this one. It has like a golden hue. This one's in Sunshine. I'm going to take an M581 brush and swirl it. Ooh, lots of product. Very pink looking though. It's kind of pinky, huh? Let's see what it looks like on the skin. It's not so bad. It's pretty. You guys know the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula is normally my drugstore jam whenever it comes to drugstore bronzers. I also found that CoverGirl one that I mentioned recently, my favorites that I've really been enjoying. But girl, this has a lot of gold and sparkle to it, which is really beautiful. But I'm all for the bronze. This is really pretty on the skin. And something else that I really am enjoying about it is that it's not patchy at all. Like, it's pretty subtle, but it's not patchy whatsoever. I would say this is a warmer bronzer. So if you have a more fair skin tone, maybe go in with a lighter hand with it. But I think it's really beautiful. I'm going to take my E41 brush and sweep away this powder. Ooh, it looks so velvety. Just letting you guys get a close-up. I think the powder looks pretty good. The under eye is not too creasy. I get just a couple creases no matter what concealer I use, but it looks pretty nice and I feel like we have good coverage. We have two new blushes from Almay. I know I don't talk about this brand on my channel that much because sometimes their products don't excite me per se, as much as like Revlon or Maybelline or CoverGirl, who are always coming out with really cool stuff. So I wanted to dabble in some Almay and these looked really pretty. So I have two powder blushes from them that are new. This one's called, oh, these are Smart Shade blushes too. So this one is Coral and this one is Pink. Pretty simple names. As you guys know, I'm going to go for the Coral. That's like my favorite when it comes to blushes. Ooh, okay, so I get it. It's got like matte and shimmer. I'm going to mix it all together and apply it to my face. I have a white 4 brush. I'm just going to tap around it. If you ever get too much on your brush, you can obviously tap or hit it on the hand and it will take away the excess. It's pretty. I think it's a subtle blush. I think because I actually am getting loads on my brush because I like got some on there. I was like, whoa, that's too much. But then it took me like 3 swipes to build it up to here. So I think it's a pretty subtle blush, but easy to use, and I like it. Also from Almay, so I have the new Wet n Wild really cool highlighters that of course I'm going to be trying out. I also have this weird rainbow highlighter, and I also have this freaking pen highlighter. Why do I have 3 highlighters? I don't know. So this is a highlighter duo. This one is in Nude Glow by Almay. So one side you twist. Ooh. And the other side is a stick. My thoughts are already that this doesn't even look that glowy. It looks almost like nothing. But the stick side, however, looks really glowy. Do you see how like this is like almost like matte looking? I don't really like that liquid side with the stick. Okay. Is apply. That is crazy. It's kind of hard to get blended though. But then when you blend it, it kind of goes away. Come back. It's a little difficult to work with because it is a cream highlight, and once you blend it, you really don't get like a crazy blinding highlight, but it's pretty, it's subtle, it's comfortable. I don't like the liquid side on these, so I'm actually not going to recommend these to you because I don't feel like it'd be worth your money. For me, just personal preference, I like a little bit more of a blinding highlight. So with that being said, I think we should try out some of the new Wet n Wild highlights, which you guys already know I'm kind of a sucker for, like these. They came out with the petal one, and I just lived, breathed, and died for it, okay? This one is Botanic Dream. It's like a pinky one that we're going to test. I have my R36 brush. I'm just going to swipe it. They also look kind of duochromed or iridescent. You get a lot of product off the brush, just like their other ones. Why do I always whisper? I'm like, oh, would you look at that? Would you look at it? I haven't tried Golden Flower Crown. This is more light golden one. I should probably go ahead and just to even things out, put some of the pink on this side. So we don't look crazy. Just, this one looks to die for. It also looks like a golden duochrome moment. So I'm going... Okay, lastly, I have to put on this lavender shade. It has a lot of fallout, but sometimes I don't mind the fallout as much if it's not too... Girl, what is this necklace doing? Oh, this lavender. Yes, God. But we have to see the tea on this rainbow one. Are you guys ready for this? You know what? I'll try this out at the end of the video, and I will put it on my face. It's magic. She has on eyebrows. Now I'm going to use this Perfect Filter palette. It's kind of sort of beautiful. Hello from NYX. Rustic Antique is the name of this one. Snapchat fam knows about this. It's not going in the trash. Snapchat fam knows. First, we are going to take this really light shade, and it's like a little bit of a tan. I'm going to use a 573 brush. I'm just going to flicker the shade like, and then buff it on the outer corner just like that. I'm going to take an R39 brush next, and this shade is like bronze with a little bit of sparkle to it. So I get some on one side of my brush instead of both sides, and then I flip the brush upward. This brush is a little bit more dense, and it's a little more sleek so that the rich color doesn't explode everywhere. I really have been enjoying NYX eyeshadows lately. It's like what I've been getting into, and I think they're great. So I'm excited to be using some more of them. I know I just talked about their Ultimate palettes and my favorites. So I'm focusing this color on the outer corner. It's super fiery. It didn't really look that fiery in the packaging, but once I bust it into it, you really can't see the golden sparkle on it, which is totally okay with me. I think it's pretty in the palette. I think it's just more for show. But once you bust into the color, like, it's super warm. I'm going to go in with this deeper cranberry shade with the same brush, and we're really going to deepen up that outer corner. I try to get mostly the product on the tip of the brush, and then I try to like flicker it in that little creasy poo right there. We'll take it back and forth. Being sure just not to disperse the color too much because we don't want an explosion of this deep cranberry color across our eye. So I try to keep it tighter onto the eyelid. You can also take a clean blending brush and then just really soften up those edges to make sure everything's really gradient and there's no harsh lines going on. I'm going to take an M210 brush in this shimmery color and put it on the brow bone and the inner corner. I'm going to take this golden color right here on my finger. I'm going to pack it on right there in the center. So pretty. I'm going to take this brown shade right here, going back to my R39 brush, scooping up some on the tip of the brush, just deepen it up a little bit. I'm going to grab an M408 brush. I'm going to take this warm color that we took in the beginning and just buff it right across that lower lash line, keeping it kind of close to the lashes. And I'm going to take the maroony shade right here with the same brush and do the same thing. Just buff it along. I have this new liner from Maybelline. It's called Curvitude, and it has like this weird bend to it. And then, oh, you spin the lid off, and it's like a pin. I'm not normally like, it's not like pin liners just aren't my thing. It's more like the brush tip liners are my thing. But I'm gonna give it a try for you guys because this is a brand new product that just came out. And let's see if we destroy our eye look or not with it.
I'm a little bit nervous. I don't want to destroy my eye look.
Like, honestly, it's probably one of the most pigmented pen liners I feel like I've ever used. Alright, so I'm going to flip it back and try to take the wing back with it. I mean, this isn't my favorite wing ever, but I don't hate it because I feel like I didn't have to go over it 25,000 times with it. So that was nice. Let's see if it dries super matte or not, because that's another big thing I'm a stickler for. It dries too shiny for me, so I don't like the formula of it because of that. I'm just like a super matte girl. That's a personal preference. But the liner itself, I can't find the lid. I don't hate it. It's like one of the most inky and pigmented black liners ever, so it's a good job overall. I think it was a little bit difficult for me to create a wing with it, but not too bad. I'm going to throw on some mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back. The last thing we have to test out is some new colors of the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colors. I really have enjoyed these in the past. Obviously, I opted for more nudie patootie tubes. Oh my gosh, this color is like sparkle. I thought this was like, what? It smells good too. It smells like strawberries and watermelon. So this one is HD Flare. I don't know if you can see it. It has like little glitter sparkles in it, but it's like, oh, metallic. Okay. I'm going to try on this purple one on my lips. Huh. They're really comfortable. I think it's really pretty. It's quite subtle compared to what comes in the packaging, and they're really sparkly, so I don't hate it. And now I have a blue one. This one is called Glitz, so let's see what Glitz looks like. Glitz, you have to like work to get it even. I don't even think it's even right now, but it's kind of cool. It's like a mermaid duochrome moment. So these are our new lippies. Okay guys, this is our final look. What do you guys think? We definitely had some hits and misses. I think that the primer and powder and concealer and were really well. Surprised that these didn't have that much pigment. I really like the highlights. I didn't like the Almay highlights. The curvy liner, it's pretty, but I did go a little bit over it with some matte liner liquid to cover my lash band, and it kind of covered it. The bronzer was great. The eyeshadow palette was phenomenal. It looks so pretty on the eyes. So some hits and misses there, and these were pretty cool. So that's my little overall rundown on the products. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you in my next video. I adore you guys. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys. Oh, you thought I forgot. I didn't forget. Grrr, here it is. So I'm just gonna... I'm scared. That's pretty. Oh my god, it's pretty. Oh my god, why do I like this? Like, if you blend them all together, you almost get like a really white blinding highlight with a blue and yellow hue to it. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's a little light for my skin tone. As you can see, my cheeks are looking ashy, but I don't hate it. Okay.